This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
We've got a Seanless show today. He was recovering from the Rotto swim. Actually, he does make an appearance. We checked in with him to see how he went after his thwarted Rotto attempt.
Yeah, we find out that there are tradies around the country making bank, but also we discover what the physical toll on their body is.
It's amazing.
So we're going to talk to some tradies about that.
So full on. What else did we do?
We
had
spoke
heaps of competitions.
Yeah, we spoke to Dave, our boss, about
Yes, we
Taylor
did.
Swift.
And then we spoke to other people about how, when they've been at a concert, somebody else is ruining it for them.
This is Nathan, Nat and Sean.
Here we go. We have fun. Big rating show, eh? Obviously. You can turn it off or go home.
On Northern 937.
It's 6:04, Nathan, Nat and Sean, except no Shawnee back today. He's still swimming, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, we told him that he could have the day off because he was swimming to Rottnest.
Yeah.
He didn't swim to Rottnest.
He swam halfway. He should probably come in at 7:30.
Of course he should be coming in at 7:30, so we're sending the Casanovas around to collect him.
It should go well.
Well, we know that he doesn't lock the house properly, so they'll be able to get in.
No, that's true. That is true. So we will be checking in with him a little bit later this morning.
And also, a whole bunch of our team went over, so coming up soon, we're going to have a chat to them about their experiences, the true heroes of the day, the people that went to watch.
Yeah. I know a lot of people who were supposed to go and watch and then just didn't.
Oh, because it was too rough?
No, well, because they found out that it had finished before they left. So it's like, oh, well, no worries.
Oh, Rotto swim.
I know.
Don't worry, the Port to Pub's coming up, isn't it?
Yes, and you can still register for the Port to Pub.
There
So
you
if
go.
you are spewing that you didn't get to do the Rottnest swim, you can register. Today's the last day to register for the Port to Pub. That's great news, isn't it?
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat and Sean.
So everyone was slamming Elbow for going to Taylor Swift.
Saying he's not a true Swiftie. He's like, yes, he is.
And people are saying, great job, Elbow is a Swiftie and Australians are getting poorer. This guy is just there to have as much fun as possible while he's there spending taxpayers' money. Is he allowed to go to Taylor Swift?
No, he's not allowed to do anything. So it doesn't matter what he... And this applies to any politicians in this sort of scenario. But if they are seen to do anything, then they're not doing what somebody thinks they should be doing. So it's like...
Yeah. I mean, he didn't help himself by backing it up with a private party performed by Katy Perry the next night.
But I mean, he was invited. You're not going to know. Katy Perry's there. Well, people hanging around outside to hear Katy Perry.
That was insane.
I know.
Yeah. Katy Perry was there as well at the Taylor Swift concert, and I just think that's amazing because Bad Blood was written about her.
I know.
So when she's doing Bad Blood, I wonder what the feelings are. Because do you reckon the inside her somewhere's still like, you little bitch?
She's made a lot of money off the fact that we had a bit of Bad Blood, hasn't she? Good times. Good time. But, they're friends now. So,
they're friends now.
Yeah, it's just, you can come back from that sort of thing,
Yeah.
Hey.
Now we got problems.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
There's a video that's gone viral of several Queensland tradies openly revealing their enormous pay packets, right? And these people, I mean, it goes without saying they work for their money.
Yeah, they're being asked in the street. They're not just...
Yeah. Wrap your ears around this.
What do you do and how much do you get paid?
I'm a plumber. I get paid about 40 to 45 bucks an hour.
I'm a second-year carpentry apprentice. After tax, about 1,100 a week.
I'm a concrete pumper and I make about 1,300 a week.
I'm a scaffolder and I make 1.5k a week.
I'm an auto electrician and a diesel fitter. I make about 120 a year.
I'm a diesel fitter by trade. I work on heavy earth moving equipment, 120, 130 an hour.
Fitting and machining in the mines and between 130 and 140,000.
I'm a scaffolder and I make about $3,000 a week after tax.
I am a coal miner and I make about 160,000 a year.
So that scaffolder, right, $3,000 per week after tax, that equates to $156,000 free and clear each year.
After tax, yeah. So he's earning well over $200,000.
Yep. So there was a comment under this, and it says, why does putting up some metal framing around a building pay so much?
Yes.
And another person replied and said, because it's a horrible job that destroys your bodies. Then all these other people commented about the physical toll that's demanded on your body when you're doing a trade. This guy said he's in his late 50s and his body is trashed. New knees, new shoulder. He can't do it anymore. Trades are for the young. And another person, a 29-year-old tradie, right? 29 years old, earning $200,000 a year, has already had 2 spinal surgeries. Two spinal surgeries.
I mean, that's like That's what you hear AFL footballers say. Do you know what I mean? Like, so they make the big bucks, but yeah, they have a short window span of when they can actually.
So the only thing you really could do is to change professions or to have a model where you're wanting to own your own business.
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
And then have other people. Not every tradie can do that. That must be so concerning.
I know.
And what if you're like tradie and you injure yourself in the first couple of years and that's sort of what you've done all your qualifications in and you just have to keep on going with an injury?
Yeah, or retrain. Yeah.
Whoa.
I know. I mean, when you hear first and second year apprentices clearing $1,100 a week, you go, times have changed.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah. But they are saying, though, these are huge sums, right? So say the a heavy earth-moving diesel fitter, that equates to $250,000 a year. But your body.
Yes, and that would be working on the mines, presumably.
That's on the mines.
So you're taking, you're away from your family.
Yeah.
So you're earning more money to compensate for that.
Wow.
I know.
This job hasn't taken that big a toll on our bodies.
When I was at Cairo, it started to take, like, my hands really started to suffer.
Yeah.
So I've got a thing, like, see that lump in my palm there?
Yeah, everyone talks about it.
See that?
Yeah.
So that would get really achy. My thumbs would ache. Because, I was using my hands all the time.
You've got the same injuries as a gamer.
This is called Vikings disease. I'm a Viking, Nathan.
Because of your pillaging?
That's right.
Right. Tradies, we want to talk about what your trade is doing to your body. We'd like to know your age and how you are physically now.
Physical toll.
And what especially does the injury to you, like for Nat with your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm sure there's some things out there that, because we don't do physical labour, so we don't know.
What's the nice trade where you don't get hurt?
Is it electricians? So they can get electrocuted.
Oh, yeah, and they often have to crawl in really tight spaces.
I know that electricians are up there for women that want to date a tradie because they said they have clean hair.
Relative, yeah, that's true.
All right, we're asking the question, what your trade is doing to your body. Hi, Liz.
Hiya.
Hey, mate. So you do a physical job. What is it?
When I was younger, in my 20s, I was a fish filleter for a little while.
Oh, fish filleter, yes.
Okay, so I'm thinking you've cut yourself a lot, is that right?
You're wielding that knife, yeah?
I have a few stitch scars from it.
Yeah.
But I wasn't any good.
Well, it doesn't sound like it because you're filleting your hands. And those knives are razor sharp, aren't they?
Yeah, of course they are.
So is that, did you get any injuries from doing something repetitive?
No, I got a fish spine stuck in the joint of my right thumb.
Oh.
And I had it there for a few hours while I was still working, just thinking, that hurt. But then I ended up in hospital for 4 days with it infected and I had to have microsurgery on it.
Yeah. And it's bad when you get infections in your hands. It can turn into septic arthritis really quickly. Yeah.
So are you okay now?
I'm okay now. Like, it's fine now mostly, but I grew up in the 80s where handwriting was like a real big thing and, you have really neat handwriting and now I have like a doctor's scratch because I can't use my thumb properly.
I grew up in the 80s where handwriting was a really big thing.
No, it was a big deal.
It was.
Same, Liz, same. And, great penmanship back then.
Oh, my God. I remember I was the first person in my class, Liz, to get the pen licence.
Yes.
And I got my pen licence months before anyone else. I was ahead of the pack.
But
thanks, everyone.
In Kalgoorlie, so...
Yeah. It's the only one not running with my feet.
Thanks, Liz. Nigel's in Baldivis. Hello.
Hi, guys. How are we going today?
Good night.
Has doing a trade taken a physical toll, Nigel?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so what's your trade?
Carpenter.
Okay.
Oh, right.
And how's it affected your body?
You guys have met me. I bought a sausage roll in about 5 years ago.
Oh, Nigel. We appreciate it.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Nigel, so we've fed tradies, so we know your world.
Yes.
All right. A carpenter, what are we facing for your body?
Okay, so 12 months ago, I blew my shoulder out, so that was 12 months off work.
12 months off work?
Two or three tendons on my shoulder. I admittedly, I was skiing, but because of the industry...
Nigel.
You wear out your shoulder, and it was...
So the skiing was the last straw.
Yeah, so you're just more susceptible to your skiing injury.
Absolutely.
But because you made so much money, you could just go skiing all the time.
No. Oh, look, in regards to money, I mean, everyone says, $65 an hour is what carpenters get roughly about now. But you've got to take your cost of your car out of that.
Yeah.
You've got to take your
tools.
income protection out of that, your tools out of that, your your public liability out of that, your running costs for your vehicle, your tax comes out of that, your super comes out of that. So by the time you bring that down, we're back on normal wages again.
Yeah.
Are you still doing it?
No.
No? So, Nigel, after your shoulder blew out, how long afterwards could you keep going?
My shoulder is fine now. Brilliant surgeon, fixed it up.
Yeah.
But because I sat down for 12 months, we're waiting for that to heal, my knees have now turned around and said no.
Oh, your knees have decided to go skiing.
So,
Was that from the moguls?
Oh, no, I can't do moguls.
You've got to know your limits. You know your limits. Thanks, Nigel. Lee, hello.
How you going?
Hey, Lee.
Good, buddy. Okay, so has the trade taken a bit of a toll on the old body, Lee?
Yeah, so I'm a boiler by trade.
Yeah.
I've been in mining for probably about 18 years.
Yeah.
So you'd spend 2 week on, 1 week on, Ross. You'd spend the 2 weeks, 12 hours a day, arc-air gouging on the grinder. And arc-air gouging, I don't know if you know it, it's carbon rods and air.
Yeah.
Compressed air.
Right.
And it's probably about 119 decibels.
Oh,
It's the standard sound. So inside a bucket, it's echoed. So you're supposed to wear double hearing protection, but you can't with all the headgear. So your hearing goes a little bit. Carrying heavy bits of steel. The actual lead itself, the arc-air gouge, is about 7.5 kilos, holding it above your head for 12 hours.
Oh, no way.
Lee.
Yeah. So burns. I got some pretty bad burns. My elbows are a bit sore, my wrists, my shoulders, my knees.
Hey, Lee, so say if you got one of those burns, right, do you have to go to work the next day still with the burn?
Yeah, I remember once walking into the ESO with who's like the medical person on site.
Yeah.
Had a pretty bad burn on my leg.
Yeah.
And he just told me to toughen up and go back out.
Oh. Lee, do you still do this or you don't do it anymore?
Funnily enough, I got out of boiler making, now I'm a fitter.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Is that better?
Yeah. It's easier.
We legit don't know the difference.
So I used to be in mobile maintenance, so I used to do the diggers, trucks, that sort of stuff. Now I've gone in the fixed plan, which is a little bit, the gear's a little bit smaller. The spaces are just as tight.
Yeah.
Because I'm probably about 115 kilos.
Yeah.
And so they're still a bit tight, but there's no burns, no nothing like that. And you're just on little shifters, so it's good.
Still sounds like a lot.
You know when
of
we
work.
say we work the hardest, we've checked.
Well, we don't.
I don't. I think maybe that might be wrong.
I mean, Lee might work a bit harder, just a little bit.
Holding that thing above your head, 7.5 kilos for 12 hours.
12 hours.
12 hours. Lee, extraordinary. Thank you.
Well, that was impressive.
Yes,
Lee, you're getting a $300 voucher to spend at Little Shop of Happiness, buddy.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah, we wouldn't joke about that sort of thing.
I know. Like we've just found one person that works harder than us, and it's you.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Shut up and drive. Thirsty Camels. 10K.
Drive through.
Win 10 grand with Nathan, Nat and Sean at our Thirsty Camel 10K drive-through at the Landing in Alkimos. Shop the way you want and save big bucks in-store and online at the Camel.
All right, someone's about to score themselves a spot in our Thirsty Camel 10K drive-through at the Landing in Alkimos on Friday, where someone will drive home with $10,000.
That's right. 2 possible cars right now. Courtney from Canning Vale. Hello, Courtney.
Hello, how you guys doing?
Very good. Courts.
What sort of car are we driving, Courts?
Well, I was driving a Territory, but that kind of cocked it last week. So,
bugger.
So we just got us a CX-9 recently.
Yeah, right. Mazda. We're Mazda all the way, don't worry.
I'm in the CX-8.
Yes.
I'm loving it.
I'm in the CX-5 because I'm a single girl on the go.
I was too tall for a CX-5.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm a short single girl on the go.
Yeah, so I'm just a single boy in a 7-seater car.
Anyway, enough about us. Courtney, you're up against Emily from Craigie. Good morning, Em.
Hi, how you going?
Hi, Em. What car would you be rocking up in?
I'll be in the Mazda CX-3.
Oh.
Well, are you kidding me?
Yeah, look at us, just one big happy Mazda family.
Zoom, zoom, guys. Zoom, zoom.
All right, here's what's going to happen. We have 5 questions coming your way. If you know the answer, buzz in with your name. You get it right, you take the point. You get it wrong, your opponent can have a crack at it. It is the best of 5. Let's test your buzzers. Courtney?
Courtney.
Emily?
Emily.
Working well.
Let's get stuck into it, Mazdas. All right, first question. What geometric shape is generally used for stop signs?
Courtney.
Courtney?
An octagon.
Is correct. Courtney's on the board, everybody. She leads 1-0.
All right.
Okay. Here we go. Question number 2. Which TV show had the most streams in 2023 and starred Meghan Markle?
Emily.
Emily? Is correct, Emily.
Isn't that amazing? The most streamed for 2023.
Still. I know. Still. Yeah. It's 1-1, everyone. It's a battle.
Ooh, all right. Here we go. Maya, Eureka and Sorrento are types of which yellow citrus fruit?
Courtney. Emily.
Courtney?
Lemon.
Is correct, everybody.
Lemon.
Courtney leads 2-1. Question 4. Finish this Taylor Swift song title. Out of the what?
Emily.
Emily?
Courtney. Fire.
It is not
No.
fire. Courtney, would you like to have a crack at it?
Yeah, is it Out of the Woods?
It is. Courtney
Out
has
of the woods.
done it. She has an unassailable lead. Courtney, we're going to be seeing you on Friday at the landing in Alkimos for our Thirsty Camel 10K drive-through. I've got someone smart to bring along.
Yeah, I've got 1 or 2 people I'm tossing up.
Who are you thinking? Run them by us.
My mother-in-law.
Yes.
What's her name?
Or my husband.
Oh, your husband. Smart
this is
family, obviously, that you've married into.
I can't believe you've got 2 to choose from.
You've also scored a cheeky $150 to spend at Thirsty Camel, Courtney. So I know, that's nice, isn't it?
Everybody, this is happening this Friday. Somebody will be driving away with $10,000.
It's amazing.
It's actually unbelievable when it happens.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Taylor Swift, one more concert to play in Sydney tonight, and then she's out of here. She explained why she went to the zoo twice.
Why?
She really likes zoos. She had a really good time at the zoo, so she went back to the zoo.
Really?
Yeah. Loves koala.
It's interesting.
Try and keep her out of that zoo.
The etiquette at concert goers at the moment is under question for Taylor Swift.
Yeah. There's a lot of love in the air, a lot of joy at a Taylor Swift concert, a lot of crying girls.
It's always an idiot. This happened.
Is it Dave McClung?
No. Well, I'm about to play you what someone had to put up with. This is during the song "Tolerate It."
Ironically,
imagine sitting or being near this person and
having to tolerate this.
I'm thinking within 50-metre radius of this person.
That hurts my throat.
What are you doing? I'm sorry, if that's happening near me,
I'm furious.
I would demand they be removed. Because you're paid as much money as they did.
I know, right? And that is very much impacting on your
I reckon
experience.
Taylor could have heard that on stage. Oh, God.
Dave McClung, good morning.
Hello, Dave.
Morning.
This is our boss,
Was that
Dave
you?
McClung.
Was that you?
You know, there's so many people like that on the day. There was so much screaming, and no, that wasn't me.
How was it?
It was great. Like I can't even describe it. I think the closest thing I would think is maybe the Beatles were like that years ago.
Yeah,
like
right.
amazing show, and just the way people were going crazy. Like I've never seen anything quite like it. I mean, look, the acoustic said you can still go to the toilet. Cardigan's not any better live. But,
You're right, Cardigan's just something you pop on if you're a bit chilly.
The opinions of David McClung only and do not reflect the opinions of Nathan and Sean, just so you know, people that are Swifties come for him.
That's good. Cardigan's a toilet opportunity. Did you feel like your life has changed? So many people said they went there and then they left and they felt uplifted. They felt different.
No, it was great.
Did you buy any merch?
No, because the queues are so long.
Yeah.
I would have liked a jumper, but I wasn't queuing for it.
You would have liked a jumper.
Did you really think through your outfits before you go? Because I know people that literally planned their outfits for weeks ahead of going.
So I had, I think I told you last week, I did have like this pink tank top, pink shorts, and then I thought that was going to be a little over the top. So I switched. I just wore a T-shirt that said Swifty. So that was it.
You went all out.
Wait, sorry. Explain what your outfit was going to be again.
I had a pink tank top and a pink shorts.
Yeah.
And I had a pink hat as well.
And you just had those days were just in your wardrobe, weren't they?
I'm saving that for the Aqua concert.
Well, you are a Barbie girl. We were playing that person screaming. How were the people that you were near?
Yeah, so I had one next to me, and look, she wasn't horrendous, but she kept moving into my space, and she wasn't that young, by the way. She was probably in her 20s or something like that, and I kept getting a face full of hair, and it happened all the time. But the problem is, so here's the problem, right, at the Taylor Swift concert, is everyone is so freaking nice. Like, the girl in front of me turned around and gave me a friendship bracelet. I felt like the biggest creephole in the world. But everyone's so nice. I didn't want to say anything to this woman next to me.
Don't want to ruin the vibe.
Exactly, because everyone's just being so super lovely. So I just gritted my teeth, and it happened throughout the evening. She kept constantly getting in and constantly I turned around and be a face full of freaking hair.
And as a bald man, you're quite affronted by other people's hair, aren't you?
Well, it's just mean, isn't it? So was it a long ponytail that was swished into your mouth, or was it just like a whole? Yeah.
No, just like a whole. No, it wasn't in a ponytail. It was like a big thing of black hair.
Yeah, like
and then she went to the toilet, and her mum moved into the same chair, and then did that as well.
Well, we know where she got her hair from. Does it taste the same?
So this is genetic, is what you're saying.
Yeah. And then we had screamers around us, but the hair and the face was the worst bit. That was the. So, but look, it didn't ruin my night. It was just.
You were just sucking on some follicles for a little bit.
You had to put up with.
Yeah, and if it had been at any other concert, I would have given her what for. But I was like, you can't do that.
You can't do it. No.
This is literally the nicest.
So if it was at Aqua, and you're in your pink singlet and pink shorts, you would have given her what for? You got to pick your battles, don't you? You got to pick your battles.
Yeah, horses for courses.
Hey, did you see many of the Blink 182 people going to the concert next door outside?
No, I didn't see any because she was on stage at 7:30, and I don't think Blink actually got on stage till 8:30. So most of the Blink 182 people weren't there when we arrived.
I was going to say just two different worlds at venues next to each other.
I think they were mostly the fans were clashing because a lot of Taylor Swift people were just turning up, and even if they didn't have tickets, they were standing outside. So that's probably more the people they were running into. Because people who didn't actually have tickets.
Yeah, the Taylor Gators. Yeah.
Taylor Swift chewing on some hair.
Yeah.
Well, you don't want to chew on people's hair that you know, let alone someone that you don't know.
That's a great point.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Dave. It sounds like it was a magical experience. One more concert left.
Any danger of coming back to work at some point?
Anything? Or
I'm waiting for the plane now.
Okay. By the way, the company bought us breakfast this morning, so.
Oh, did it just?
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's fine. Sean's not here, so it's less food than usual.
It's
so
fine.
it was
All right.
austerity
All the best
measure.
for your
Thank you, David. See you tomorrow.
We want to talk about this. We want to talk about the person that was next to you at a show or a concert.
Like her. I've been at a Tim Minchin performance at His Majesty's Theatre, and it's a great performance. Tim's so great.
Yep.
And there was somebody about 3 seats down who thought it was great to say all of the punchlines a beat before he would deliver them on stage. It's like, we get it. You've seen him before.
Guy or girl?
It was a guy. Shut up. Shut up. He was so annoying.
People saying the punchlines, chewing someone's hair. A woman screaming. These are some of the examples of the idiots you have to put up with when you're at a concert. Let us know what you had to endure.
Lee's in Wickham. Hello.
Hi, how you going?
Oh, Lee. Okay, what show were you seeing and who ruined it for you?
So a couple of years ago, some friends of ours, or mine, we went to Lyric Lane to watch a jazz show. So it's all very serious, golf clapping and all the rest of it.
Yes.
And there was a woo girl in the audience.
Woo!
Yes. And she would randomly woo and got to the point where we'd all take a drink every time she wooed.
How blind did you get?
There was a lot of bottles. But everyone... The tables around us sort of caught on to what we were doing, and there was a lot of laughs, and a couple other people joined in. But, yeah, it was just very funny.
Oh, that's good. You turned that situation around.
That's right. You turn it into a positive. But a woo girl where there's no wooing required can be very irritating.
What age does one need to step away from wooing as a woo girl?
I don't know, but I just think maybe you read the room. Like, is it
pick
a
your
woo
situation.
moment, or is it... Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you definitely got to read the womb.
If you're the only wooer in the womb, then maybe think about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, good on you, Lee. Thank you. Phil's in Success. Hello.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Great, Phil. What was the show and who ruined it for you?
Well, we went to see the band The Cat Empire a few years ago in North Perth, and so it was a live event. And we were on the dance floor. It was summer, so it was pretty warm. And there was this girl in front of my wife who was really, really sweaty. And it was to the point where it was like greasy sweaty.
Oh.
And she kept backing into my wife all the time.
Yeah.
And so she was rubbing on her. And I could actually feel the splashback. It was that big.
Phil.
It was terrible. In the end, my wife had to give her a big push, like an AFL push in the back.
Fair bump play on.
And then her hands were covered in all this greasy sweat as well. And I was just like, oh, my God.
Was she like sweating olive oil? Is that what it felt like?
I think, yeah, exactly.
Oh, what was coming out of that woman's pores? Oh, what was your wife's clothes like when she was grinding all over her?
Oh, she was drenched. It was, she had to go home and chuck them in the laundry and have a shower.
Oh, yeah, it would have looked like she was eating fish and chips straight out of her lap.
Second-hand greasy sweat's not a great way to spend a night, is it? Oh, Phil.
Definitely not. And there's no woo-hoo going on, I can tell you.
No, zero wooing. Thank you. Michelle, hello.
Hi.
Hi, Michelle.
What show did you go to?
So I went to Beauty and the Beast, the musical, with my sister when I was in Ireland a year ago.
Yes.
And basically there was a guy next to me, kind of middle-aged, so I don't think he was too into Beauty and the Beast, and he brought his kids. And so anyway, through the show, I look over and I also hear this kind of like groaning sound, and he's fast asleep, snoring next to me.
Like if you're going to sleep quietly. Right.
Yeah, like my sister was in stitches. She thought it was the funniest thing ever. She didn't care. But there's me trying to listen to like my favourite song, Tale as Old as Time, and this guy is just groaning more deeply next to me.
A tale as old as time. Sorry, I mean, that would have made me love it more.
If you're seeing Sleeping Beauty, it would fine. It would fit in, you know what I mean? Oh, Michelle, that's too good.
And like the thing was, it wasn't even so loud that it was going to get like noticed by the ushers.
It was just enough for you.
Constant next to me, this deep groaning snore.
Oh. Well, I mean, at least you didn't have to go home with him. I guess he has a wife who has to listen to that all the time.
Yeah.
No wonder she sent him out.
Some traumatic things happened to some of you people just then.
Michelle.
I don't think I can go past the woman that was sweating olive oil.
Yes. The greasy sweater.
Hey, Phil. Hello, Phil. All right, you're not there? Yes. Oh, where is he?
There, Phil?
Oh, sorry, Phil.
So that was Harry's fault.
Yeah, it was Harry's fault. Sorry about it.
Sorry, Harry. Come on, Harry. Lift your game.
Well, we've asked him to lift his game every day, and he doesn't feel.
So far, nothing.
Get involved, Phil.
So far, nothing, Phil.
Anyway, Phil, $150 voucher to spend at restaurant Caleb in Subiaco goes to you.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. Thank you.
Well, you know why? Because they're an Italian restaurant and they're very used to using olive oil.
Yeah, that's right. So
you're right in. We're used to it.
Yes.
We're going to get a very sweaty woman to sit right next to you, though. Is that okay?
Yes.
You better not.
No, we will. And we'll just put a dish of balsamic next door and you can dip your bread into both of them.
Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
The one and only.
Hey, this is Pink.
for pink from the best seats in the house, thanks to Bankwest.
All right, here we go. We love a round of Lady Marmalade, the game that no one's ever played before and may never play again.
No, I'm pretty sure they won't.
A one-off special just for pink. We're going to test your knowledge of famous ladies.
Hey, Gerald.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, Gerald. Have you had much experience with ladies over the years?
I would say no, so my wife is very happy with me.
Okay, good. Just the one lady in your life. That's the way it should be, Gerald.
Just the one and only.
Exactly. What's your lady's name, Gerald?
Greasy.
Greasy?
Greasy.
No, Grace.
Oh, Grace.
I was going to say, don't describe it. Tell me your name.
That is, we're sorry, Gerald and Grace. Lady Grace.
You want to wear gloves when you touch her.
Oh, thank you, Gerald. That just gave us a little something. You're up against Claire from Tapping. Morning, Claire.
Good morning.
Hi, Claire. You've got a bit of an advantage here being a lady.
I hope so.
Have you been a lady for a while now?
Since I was born.
Fantastic.
Yeah, okay, nice.
Fantastic.
Nice. Well, here's what's going to happen. We have a whole heap of questions about ladies. If you think you know the answer, you need to buzz in with your name. If you get it right, you take the point. If you get it wrong, your opponent can have a crack at it. It is the first to 5. And remember, you're playing for 2 Bankwest best seats to see Pink's Summer Carnival Tour, plus food and drinks.
Wow.
It's a lot on the line. Let's test your buzzers. Gerald?
Gerald.
Claire?
Claire.
They're
Okay,
working
guys.
well, Nathan.
Let's just pop into the ladies' lounge. Here we go.
It smells nice in here.
It does. It's all the soaps. Which lady wore a red tracksuit in Taylor Swift's Super Bowl box?
Claire.
Yes, Claire?
Blake Lively.
Claire's on the board, everybody. She leads at 1-0. Okay. Which lady was the first woman to fly solo non-stop over the Atlantic Ocean? Ooh.
No, your history.
Gerald.
Yes,
Gerald.
Amelia Earhart.
Yes.
Gerald's on the board. He knows his old ladies.
Knows his greasy ladies. All right, here's the next question. Which lady wore a dress made of meat?
Gerald.
Claire.
Gerald.
Lady Gaga.
Is correct. Gerald has shot out to a 2-1 lead. Next question. Which lady is a type of banana?
Gerald.
Yes, Gerald.
Havana Brown.
No.
No, she's a big banana.
That is so funny. Okay, no, Claire, you can have a crack at it. The question is, which lady is a type of banana? Any ideas?
No idea.
It's a lady finger.
A lady finger banana.
Not DJ Havana Brown.
Havana Brown.
Gerald, you're really lifting
Gerald,
us today.
Yeah, you're great. All right, here we go.
Next one.
Which lady plays soccer for the Matildas and is dating NRL star Nathan Cleary?
Gerald.
Yes, Gerald.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Gerald.
Bowley? No.
No, run out of time. Claire, did you want to have a crack at it?
Oh, I can't think of her name.
She scored a goal the other night. No joy. It was, of course, Mary Fowler. No point there. Okay, we move on to the next question. Gerald still leads 2-1. Which lady has tall blue hair and yellow skin?
Gerald.
Yes, Gerald.
Claire.
Marge Simpson.
Is correct.
What are we up to?
Gerald leads 3-1.
Which lady in what colour did Chris de Burgh sing about in his hit song?
Claire.
Claire?
Red.
Full answer?
Lady in red.
Yes, Claire. Next question. 3-2. It's a tight match. Which lady has become the first black woman to top the Billboard Hot Country Music charts? Yes, Gerald.
Claire.
Gerald.
Beyonce.
Is correct.
What are we up to?
Gerald is 1 point away from victory.
Oh, we can't even
He leads
handle it.
4-2.
All right, here we go. Which lady do you experience when winning big at the casino? Are you too serious?
Are you too serious?
Are you too serious?
Don't overthink it. No, we're out.
Lady Luck. Claire?
No, it's too late.
It's too late, but yes, that was the answer.
That was the answer, but you timed out. Of course, it was Lady Luck.
Lady Luck.
All right. Gerald 4, Claire 2. Which lady was cast as Fat Amy in Pitch Perfect?
Gerald.
Claire.
Gerald.
Rebel Wilson.
Is correct.
Oh!
Gerald's done it. It's over.
Gerald won the lady off.
Gerald knows his lady.
Gerald,
you are taking Greasy.
For a good wash.
You won 2 Bankwest best seats to see Pink Summer Carnival plus food and drinks, Gerald, at Optus Stadium. It's going to be a massive show. Have a great time. I know.
There you go.
Thank you, guys.
Way to look after your lady, Gerald. That's how it's done.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, a different game celebrating a different Pink song.
What's your partner's name? Greasy.
Nathan, Nat and Sean in podcast form.
Amy, get over here quickly. I want you to tell the story about James, your son, and what he's become obsessed with and what you had to watch last night.
He's 4, remember, everyone? He's 4.
Yeah, he's 4, about to turn 5. And something popped up, I think, on the TV very briefly about the Titanic. And he's got such an inquisitive mind that he then got the smart TV to show him how to draw the Titanic.
Oh, so he asked,
step by step. So you
basically
can ask with the speaker, like your remote.
Yeah.
So then he runs in, he gets all these, pieces of paper, texters and tray, and he's in front of the TV. And step by step, so you pause it, you do your little bit.
Yeah.
Pause it, draw.
Was it a good drawing?
It's actually, you can tell it's a ship.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. So then, little inquisitive James, just 1,000 questions all afternoon, to the point where he's like, can I watch when the ship sinks?
Can I watch when everyone perishes?
Yes. So what does Mum do? Well, of course you can, son. Let's put on the Titanic with Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. It was brilliant. So last night, from the point where
the ship's hit the
iceberg, we watched the ending.
So where all the people die, that bit where the bodies are floating in the water.
Yeah, he had so many questions about Rose and Rose's boyfriend.
Well, you do know he loves questions. Here's a little bit of information on an article the other week, which I was reading. This is about how much you paid to be on the Titanic, right?
Okay.
So, third-class passengers, but that were a lot of European migrants heading to America. They had to pay $40 US, right? Which today is $5,000.
It's a lot of money.
They're in a shared cabin with 3 other strangers, and there were only 2 baths for more than 700 third-class passengers. So there's that.
They would have been their entire life savings, and their family would have had to give them money to go to start a new life in America.
How's this? The cost of a first-class ticket varied, but on average was more than $2,500 US, about $124,000 in today's money. For the Titanic!
Wow.
The most luxurious rooms were $4,500 US, about $227,000 Australian dollars today.
No one's paying that today.
No.
No way.
Yeah. But it was the epitome of luxury at the time, and it was because it was the maiden voyage. It was there's a lot of hype around it. So these people signed up.
Anyway, so were we thinking, are we going to show James the rest of disaster film endings?
No. What we're going to do is we're going to make him watch videos about the Rotto swim, because that was even more disastrous.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Johnny will be back on deck tomorrow, but look who else is back on deck, if you don't mind.
Hello.
Ross.
Hi, Ross.
We'd forgotten all about you.
Yeah. No, I'm here. 2 weeks off down south in Dunsborough.
Was it awesome?
Yeah, it was great, but when you got the 2 kids, holidays are no longer as I was saying earlier. You don't breathe out and you have a sunbake.
No
it's
downtime, really, is there?
It's game on. It's just a different type of game on.
And you have to go to all the family-friendly places.
Yeah. Beach, pool. That's what we kind of did on repeat. And you and I have already had our first little tiff, Nat.
Yep.
And what did I say to you to set you off?
You said...
I said, how are you?
Yeah. And then I said...
Well, I've been working. What have you been doing?
You just rip your clothes off and just do it. You two just need to passionately just go for it.
Is that what that is?
Yeah,
okay.
Everything will settle down after that.
I'll play some music. We'll get it on.
Got any Barry White? Let's go.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.